It's a proven fact, like everyone knows, like I'm willing to do anything in my power to help my guys succeed. When it comes to Keenan Cornelius, he wants to become a world champion, wants to become one of the best people in the absolute world. He had a phenomenal purple belt career, doing something that no one else ever done, winning the double grand slam, winning his weight division and the open division at all the 4 major tournaments. And now he's in the black belt tournament coming up in Brazil. He's a brown belt right now, the only one being invited to compete in Brazil. Then we saw in the Gracie Mag asked who would like to take on Keenan Cornelius. Jackson Souza said he'd like to compete against him. Keenan saw that. Keenan came to me. He was like, you know, I'd like to compete against this guy. Back in the day, I used to read articles from the Gracie Academy about no time limit. That's the only true way about jiu-jitsu. And ever since then, I've always trained my guys for no time limit matches, submission only type matches. We wanted to do something like that. So I offered an opportunity for Jackson Souza to go against Keenan in gi and no gi. Winner gets $2,500 a piece. And like I said, Jackson Souza was super excited, but he had visa problems, so he couldn't come. And I posted on my Facebook page, who thinks they can defeat Keenan? And next thing you know, my Facebook page lit up. I mean, people from all around the world wanted to compete against Keenan. So I said, listen, let's turn it to a tournament where people come and get to compete against Keenan. And next thing you know, I had 430 applicants from all over the world that wanted to do this tournament to compete against Keenan. After it was all said and done, it boiled down to about 11 competitors. They came down here to compete against Keenan. As you'll see, the BJJ Kumite turned out to be something absolutely phenomenal. I got emails from the guys that say this was the absolute best experience they ever had in their entire life. It's much more than a tournament. The guys gave it up from the minute 1 to hour in. It's just crazy.
Victor, where are we at?
What?
Where are we at?
In the Lincoln Memorial. I'm here in the Lincoln Memorial with my boys Thomas and Romero. Yes. Look at Robin. Yes. Very beautiful DC, man.
I think that's the Lincoln Memorial with the giant Lincoln over there, and I think that's the George Washington Monument. But I know for sure that this is where Forrest Gump made that speech when Jenny ran out and was like, Forrest, Forrest.
You're challenging me right
The
here?
Washington Monument handstand off. You ready?
Hold on, I need a couple like practice goes.
Ireland versus America versus where you from?
American.
2 Americans versus the Irish.
First of all, I want to thank you all for coming, because a lot of people don't know what the BJJ Kumite is actually about, or what to expect, or where people say, we're bringing people in to fight Keenan, and we're going to set everyone up so Keenan can win, and all this speculation, right? You guys came here, and the entire world knew that you came here to fight in a tournament against Keenan Cornelius, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right? The first twist of the reality show, Keenan was never going to be the guy for y'all to win, and the winner fights him. Keenan Cornelius is now entering the tournament. He's fighting alongside of y'all. So Keenan, join the bleachers, please. Tournament rules. And you guys didn't come with any corners, so there are no cornering. Matches, no time. 4-hour match, 5-hour match, 2-hour match, 20-minute match, whatever, all right? We're gonna give you rest, all right? Like, we don't want anyone to have an unfair advantage because this guy had an 8-minute match and this guy had a 4-hour match, you know what I'm saying? Everyone may be fighting everyone, no matter what happens. Within these 5 days, we're gonna be as fair as possible, all right? All you gotta do is what? Win. You win, you get the money. Matches start tomorrow at 9 a.m. Anybody no-gi world champion brown belt? World champion. And gi silver medalist. Heads or tails? Call it.
Tails.
I'm about results. You know, Keenan's winning a lot. Luke has the most credentials, has the most results. He got the first pick. Luke Costello, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Who do you want your first match to go against? And he looked around. I looked around. Everyone's looking around. And he was like, oh.
Should have done more background checks, really, shouldn't I? I have no idea most of your credentials. So I'll just go for the smallest person I can see.
Huh? I was shocked when Luke didn't pick Keenan first because like Luke came on my page and said that I'm not picking the best guys. It's more like a popularity contest, and guys were supporting Luke were saying how I'm trying to hide my golden boy Keenan, don't want him to fight the best guys. You want your first match to be gi or no gi?
No gi.
No gi. Face each other, please. Here and second pick. Who's your first match against?
We love to choose Keenan.
Yeah?
Yes, Keenan.
Keenan, been picked by Gary. Do you want gi or no gi?
To me, it doesn't make any sense to prolong the match. I know I've been dying to go against him since I went against him in that first Naga. I need to get a little revenge.
How grade the student? Sean Roberts, please. Please select.
Okay. My first matchup is against Ilke Balut. He's from Turkey. Since I'm from America, I'm around a lot of jiu-jitsu and high-level competitors, whereas in Turkey, I don't believe he is. I just want to get him out of the way really quick.
So the next gentleman I'm allowed to come, please step forward, Mr. Akers. Please pick your opponent for tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
My first match is against Thomas. He's from Switzerland. He fought a buddy of mine in the Absolute at Miami Open, and he's the only guy I know from this thing, so I picked him. And Keenan was already picked. That's what we're here for. I mean, if you're not here to fight Keenan, then go home.
No heel hooks, things of that nature. It's full IBJJF rules, so that's going to be in the gi. For no gi, we're going to go more ADCC rules. So heel hooks are allowed, reaping is allowed in no gi. There's 12 guys in the tournament. You'll have 11 matches in the gi and 11 matches in the no gi. So for example, Luke and Victor are up in no gi. Regardless of who wins or loses, no matter how long it takes, we'll give you guys a short little break and then you're up again in the gi. We'll basically be here till about 5 o'clock tonight. So I suggest you guys start tapping people quick, and we might have something special for the guy with the quickest submission of the week.
We're doing what we call like a Super Bowl format where everyone's gonna fight everybody. You win all the matches, you're gonna win $7,000. The person with the best record wins the $1,000 for that tournament, no gi tournament and the gi tournament. Then people with the 2 best records go compete in the finals on Sunday for $2,500. All right? Best wishes.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Watch your man! I took his back, but I wasn't efficient like him.
I was tired. It was went a lot longer than I had hoped.
move the $250 cross choke on mount.
I felt I was dominating the whole fight, and at the end, like he got my back and got the tap, you know.
Got one of my favorite moves, which is the guillotine, and that was pretty much it.
Good match. Probably like, what do you say, like half hour? 35 minutes?
No idea.
Yeah.
Time goes by like
It went by like that.
Keys my bread and butter, an armbar from guard. It lasted around 10 minutes. I'm starting to warm up into the competition now.
I got him with my calf lock. I plan on keep on using that calf lock in the no-gi. I think it's gonna catch a lot of people.
Got around to the pass, flipped up. I don't know if that's a money move, but I think it should be.
Once again, get that. This time was quicker.
I managed to get under his neck, got the RNC, and managed to get the win, so.
So Luca, you got first round bye, and now your second round. Who do you want to compete against?
That
Daryl? Daryl?
Yes.
You've been selected to compete against Luca. What's your choice, gi or no gi?
I'm wearing no-gi, so it's no-gi first.
No gi. Congratulations on round one, gentlemen. Moving on to round 2, one match. Luca versus Dara is already decided. So now we're going to go into selections for round 2. We're going to go with the fastest submissions of the day, which were Dara, he already has a match, and Keenan. So Keenan, you come up, please. Who do you want to compete against next? Luke.
I lost my last fight and I don't have too much to talk. Just that. Disappointed. He saw I'd had 50-minute fights, hard fight already, so I think he picked me out as being the most tired. He did what he had to do. I don't think he can beat me in an 8-minute fight. I'm very powerful for the first 8 minutes, but I'd like to fight him again. But like I said, when I'm fresh and he hasn't targeted me.
I was looking for the bow and arrow choke, but I got the 2-collar bow and arrow choke. Probably like a 15-minute match. It was a lot of fun though. Shot to 50-50 and heel hooked him. So I got the big guy out of the way, so now I just got to work my way down to the little fellas.
So I was just resting, cooling down, and started feeling a burning sensation in my knee that wouldn't go away. I'm not sure yet without a scan, but maybe a strain or something. Just hoping for the best now.
At a minimum, he sprained it pretty good and gave it some treatment. We'll give it a little time and see how he does.
I bamboloed right off the bat, started to take the back, he grabbed onto my foot, and as I kicked out, it popped. Doctor told me I can't continue. Looks like I'm out for the tournament. From undefeated to pack your bags.
Best brown belt. Defeat the World Championship brown and black belt.
Yes. Thank you, man.
I won't give you excuse. That's it.
He didn't like my grips and he was getting really frustrated. He almost kind of threatened me, like, you know, you're gonna do grips like that, see what happens, or I'm gonna remember this. This is just jiu-jitsu, you know. I hope there's no grudges.
Yeah? we just played close guard, and he did this for 40 minutes. So that's the fight what I fought. No, that's it.
During the fight was less stress, but outside it was crazy.
I think that's what happened to Victor. I think he just got like more and more stressed as it went on, not because he's not good or anything, but Victor just had the unlucky run of, you know, difficult matchups for him, or however way you want to look at it. But
you started off with Luke, who's the biggest guy in the tournament, who's a freaking smashing passer and heavy as hell, you know, and then you have to go straight from that into Gary, who's the cardio machine that just freaking jumps around like crazy and just keeps going, and then you end it off with Sean, who's like got that confusing guard that's just like hell to pass, and you're just gonna, it probably is gonna take 80% of your energy just to get the side control, and you don't know if you could finish from there.
And he didn't take it anymore. Like he just decided to stop the fight after 40 minutes being in Sean's guard, you know. Yeah, like he just like, man, just give it up, you know. Like
If I had known that I only had 2 fights before I got injured, I would have definitely picked Keenan, or tried to get picked by Keenan first. If I would have just had the opportunity to like see it and be like, ah, that hurts, I would have tapped. It was literally like no pressure, and then it popped. So I really didn't have any time to even realize what was going on. It's called the taco crunch.
The burrito crunch.
Tijuana Toho.
TJ. Yeah, I feel bad about it.
If I had to get hurt by one person, I guess I'm glad it's him. Because everyone else would be like, I fucking ripped that guy's foot off. I popped the shit out of him. He's a bitch ass. I might wake up tomorrow and be able to walk on it. Like, I'm really thinking about just calling Keenan out with my bum foot and just decking him one time during the fight. Get disqualified like a man. If I didn't have any submission bonuses, of course I would have probably gone home. Am I crazy?
That's my position as well.
Yeah.
And like, I can't move my leg. I'm just going to have to sit in that chair on the sofa for a week now, not being able to do anything. No money, no nothing, just sat in the chair for a week.
See, now I understand his point. I don't come across $500 often.
Like $100 a day for doing nothing, really, isn't it?
Yeah. You guys got a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is how we do it here. Yeah. The Kumite. When you're injured, you gotta get fucked up.
I'm not promoting this at all. Listen to that guy.
he's gonna be in the next MMA boxing Kumite. All right, so he's gonna show a technique.
Jab, jab. Fucking switch. Jab, jab.
Oh! Hey!
Good takedown. You know how we do it. This is Swiss style. Switzerland, you know? Like, I love the Swiss.